Well, since we are on the topic of spectrum, the big topic is of course 6 gigahertz and what's the state worldwide. And I know that the 3G of the cellular camp is trying to get some of that spectrum reserved for them, and that creates some uncertainty. What can you tell us about that?
Sure. So the most important thing to take away, of course, is that the 6 gigahertz band is essential to the future success of Wi-Fi. There's no doubt about it. Wi-Fi Alliance and the rest of the industry continues to kind of press for the opening of that band globally, and specifically the full 1200 megahertz. We're seeing very strong momentum. So we're well over 60 countries now that have opened up at least part of the band. Most recently, and I'm sure you and others are following this, most recently India opened up the lower portion of the band. So again, we're continuing to see that momentum. I think one of the challenges and where we're placing a lot of focus is the conversation happening in Europe right now, as I think many people expect that those conversations with the EU as well as with Ofcom in the UK are going to start influencing other countries. And I mean, influencing it's people may start to kind of fall in line where they see commonality. And so we continue to push for the full 1200 megahertz. It's interesting that, for 25 years, Wi-Fi has really proven its ability to coexist with other technologies, either other unlicensed technologies or in the 6 gigahertz band, where we've been able to coexist with incumbents that are already there. So for a regulator or a policymaker, it's kind of the best of both worlds because you get the benefits of Wi-Fi, those economic benefits, the other intangible benefits, but you also don't need to displace incumbents. We can coexist with those incumbents. And so, if you look at, the US, we've certainly seen a lot of success using the full 1200 megahertz. And in Europe, again, conversation around the lower portion already being available. Some countries like the UK are looking at how they could potentially have a portion of the upper band prioritized for IMT. Our position is we see a definite opportunity for Wi-Fi to move into the band immediately while those conversations are happening around, is there a need for prioritized IMT access in the upper part of the band? What might the sharing mechanisms look like so that Wi-Fi could make use of the band when IMT is not present? But in the meantime, there is no reason to slow down or block the benefits that you could get from Wi-Fi today.